Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. What comes to mind when I say the worst moment of the year for you?
Well, I have a hard time thinking of bad things that happen to me personally. I tend not to retain information like that. But one thing that does come to mind is sending my kid to daycare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm his primary daytime caregiver, and he's just over 2 years old. And we weren't able to send him until he had two COVID shots. But then when I dropped him off, he was not happy. A lot of clinging, a lot of screaming, and it's you feel guilty, as every parent knows. I feel like I've betrayed the one person whose trust I depend on and value the most. But he'll get over it.
Can you describe the screaming and crying?
Well,
What was that scene like the
it
first day?
well, he clung to me with all four limbs, screaming and had to be pried away, and so I felt deeply, deeply guilty, and like I'm betraying him, obviously. And I was instructed to just leave, and the staff would handle it. And sure enough, that's what happened. And I'm told he calmed down eventually. But the entire drive home, you're thinking, what have I done? What have I done? I'm scarred for life.
I am the worst parent ever. No one else does this. It's only me that possibly ever is making this happen. No, I know exactly that moment. Okay, so that is perhaps he was okay with it.
He was okay eventually. I mean, touch and go, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. So then, the flip side of it, the best moment also had to do with your son. I understand.
Yeah, this is something I think every parent experiences as well to some extent. It's for me, it's overall watching my son fall in mutual love with his wider family, in particular his grandmother, my mother. And this is important to me because I think having your child appreciate and be appreciated by his wider family attaches me and him to the grander trunk of humanity and lineage. And I think this is exemplified by a particular event when my mother and some other relatives came to visit in Ottawa, and he immediately pushed past the crowd and went right to her and brought his favorite book to her and to have her read it to him. So he recognized there's something special about her that he needs to inculcate into his being, and that was deeply heartwarming for me.
What does that mean when you see those two generations?
Well, I lost my father last year, and in many ways it's like getting a replacement loved one plugged into the hole that he left. And so having my son accepted into that trunk of lineage, which was never in doubt, but seeing it experienced and actualized in real life, it's a bit of a relief, but also an appreciation for the humanity that exists in all of us and the fact that we have deep connections between all our loved ones.
Do you see the similarity between your mom and him?
No, I don't. But in some ways that makes it better. It's kind of like when, a relative appreciates your dog. There's no genetic relationship there. but you can resonate simply on the basis of love and nothing else, and that is even more meaningful.
Listen, Raywat, those are two beautiful stories that I think a lot of people can probably relate to very clearly, the good and the bad. Thanks for being with us. Happy New Year.
Thank you, you as well.
Epidemiologist Raywat Deonandan.